Good morning, students. Today we will start another session with some of our very important matters like the output devices that we were talking about. Last year we have all talked about the plotters, printers, and many such things, such devices which we basically say as an output device. But we will learn today that a plotter also a very useful hardware device or definitely output, and this device is very essential whenever you are working with such kind of plotters. Okay, now let us discuss about some few points. Like last day what we discussed was all about printers. There is impact printers and non-impact printers. Today we are going to discuss about few more, like suppose we are going to explain about a plotter. A plotter is something which is known to you. See, some of the pictures that I am showing you are the examples of plotters. Plotters are nothing but a very huge printing devices which is actually used for printing very big matters like the text or the advertisement that we see that are affixed beside the roads with a very giant picture of different film stars, players and all. Those are the different advertisements which are meant for people who can see from far away, and many people can watch that particular ad and people can know about that particular product. So this is a very nice way of giving advertisements for knowing people that this is the product that we have launched. But how to print such a big? Have you ever thought about that? How these things are being printed? Such a very big, pages or papers or plastics, whatever you say, are being used. That basically a type of plastics are used. Not really a plastic. It is something like a mixture of plastic and something like we tell it as a flakes. Okay, these flakes are very hard. It's not so easily being cleared off. Therefore, we see that these kind of flakes are being printed. So now, who actually prints such a big flakes together? This is being printed by some of the different types of hardware devices which are very essential for this kind of printing presses. Okay, so plotters are special types of printers which are able to draw high quality images. They are basically used for drawing a very high quality images. You can see that picture of something are coming, a picture of a car or something like that, which looks as if like a real one. So that is the quality of the graphics that they are printing. So such kind of quality printing is only possible with the help of plotters, because in a printer also you will print, but that printer will print a small page in a small page, but it cannot print in such a big giant amount of page. Therefore, these kind of plotters are sometimes very useful, as well as it is very right now. It's a very important hardware devices. That is the output device also to in the world of advertisements or to print something in a flex. So they are used by engineers, architects and map makers to draw plans of buildings, diagrams of machines or large scale maps. So whenever somebody is trying to print a very big amount of things, like the architects used to make a big planning of a plot for making a big building, or a map, you are making a very big map is used to required to make. For that kind of places we have to use this kind of plotters which are without these plotters this kind of printing is literally impossible. Now diagrams of such kind of machines, if you are making a very big machine, then diagrams of such kind of machines are very big. So such kind of images are only possible to print with the help of plotters only. Now a plotter interprets commands from a computer to make the line drawing on paper with one or more automated pens. So there are basically multiple types of pens together which printing the entire document. If one pen is going to print such kind of big document, then it will take years to print such a big flakes. So if as it prints it very faster because it has multiple pens which are actually printing the flakes so easily, and it looks like it has been somebody has like drawn it with a very nice hand. And I must not say only the drawing, it also looks like a real one standing in front of you. So this is the basic advantages of plotters. Plotters are basically used for industrial purpose. People don't keep these plotters in their home. When people are having printing press who are making business with for printing and all, they used to keep plotters in their palms for printing such kind of big pages or big flexes and big things if anybody wants to print. Now we are coming to the next part, that is the LCD projectors. These kind of LCD projectors are also very useful things. I think if I teach you about the projector, then it will be like you're already experienced with the projector, how a projector looks like basically. In your school, in your classroom also you see a projector with a smart board. So you can understand that projector actually projects a small part of image into a bigger one, and we can see a giant picture of the entire thing in a big screen. Basically, projectors are basically used for viewing image in a bigger size so that many people can see together. So if I use a very small screen, then it is not possible for multiple people to view such kind of videos or pictures or anything that I want to see. Therefore, projectors are basically used to view something in a bigger or giant screen, and people can view those things from a long distance. So therefore, LCD projectors are also a very useful device which is used for viewing something. And I must say that you are the most prominent viewers, you are the most prominent witness who wants the advantages of a projector in your classroom. If I just place one monitor into your classroom and tell that everybody in the class will view that thing that I am going to show, you will say that how stupid you are telling, because it is not possible to view such a small screen from the large thing. So other than a projector, it is not possible to view the same thing from the very last bench of your classroom. So I must say that it is also a very useful thing. Nowadays there are many such digital projectors are available from where you can touch something and you will get the sensation. Like in some of the projectors, like the projector that I am showing to you right now, are all LCD projectors which are having capability to touch. Like there are some projectors, if you are projecting the thing in a particular place, and if I touch on that place, then automatically, as like touch screens behave, your computer will also behave in that manner. So LCD projectors are nowadays the promising projectors by which we can touch and design something, we can explain something. It is a very nice aid for teaching you people, because something which we imagine in our days are now visualized by this project. So LCD stands for liquid crystal display. Definitely LCD is a mechanism by which pictures are being shown. As it is LCD projectors, the pictures are very clear. So the LCD projectors are used for displaying videos, images or computer data in your laptop or desktop PC monitors on a big screen or other flat surface. If you are having a big screen, white screen, then it's good. If you don't have, then you can also place a white cloth and then you can project your thing on that white cloth. Now, anywhere, if you place the projection on a white place, then it will be more prominent. If you place that image projector into a colored cloth, then definitely the resolution or the clarity of the picture will be deteriorated. So therefore, you must project something on a white. If you are projecting a projector, you must project that thing onto the white surface. So LCD projectors are widely being used in schools and offices for giving presentations. Basically, projectors are mainly used for giving the presentation, explaining you something, showing you something, or demonstrating something. So this is the best way by which you can easily project something and you can explain, because the way by which if I show you something and teach you, or if I show you something and tell you, then that will be the most promising way, and that will be the most eminent way by which I can show you that what I mean to say. So therefore, this is the right way by which the presentation can be followed. Now, all about the output devices, we only having this particular main four output devices. But if I talk to you literally, then I should say that there are some more hardware output devices, like speakers. We all know speakers are the most eminent devices by which we can hear something. So it is also giving some kind of output to us. So speakers are also a big example of output devices, which is always used to design something. There are some few output devices that are used in the medical issues. So like you have seen that when a patient is lying in the bed of an ICU room, you will see some few monitors are there which are always showing the heartbeats of the patient and many such. So those are also a good example of output devices which are not too often used in every home. It is basically used in the hospitals, and not only in the hospital, in the ICU of the hospital. So therefore, such kind of hardware and output devices are not too popular. So today up to this much. Next day we are going to start the memories. Okay, this is a very important part. That the memory, how a memory is being explained, what are the examples of the memories, and then we will continue with the next chapter. Okay, so today up to this. Next day we are going to explain about these memories, and also we are going to explain that how to demonstrate all about such LCDs, projectors, like that, different types of memories. Okay, thank you all of you. Have a nice day.